Hello everyone, welcome to Oakwood High School, home of the Hawks, as it will be the Hawks versus the Sobrato High School Bulldogs, a JV basketball showdown. This game will be tipping off shortly. We'll take a quick break, but basketball is back. And tip-off is on your way. High school basketball is back. The tip belongs to Sobrato, and we have a JV basketball showdown. It's the first game of the year for both of these teams, and man, is it great to hear the cutting of the court and the squeaking of the shoes. It's beautiful. And a pull-up J off the backboard, long rebound. Here come the Hawks. Nguyen looking for an outlet as he manages up the floor. Both teams wearing masks. We see that could be some kind of difficulty, you know, when the hot air is firing back at your face. But hey, if that's what it takes. As Nguyen three is long. Fight for the rebound underneath. It's secured, and here come the Bulldogs. The point guard for the Bulldogs, Gabriel Facio. See movement early, back cuts, ball screens, and there's the roll underneath. Body, great wall on that side, and a good rebound and the finish. Jack McKenzie lays it in, and that is the first bucket of the season for Sobrato. It's 2-0. Corner pocket three, and it rolls right in. Sethi, probably one of the best scorers on this team, as the point guard's busy, already 3 points. As we see Shen in the middle of the paint for Oakwood, the 6'1 sophomore. He has long arms. He can take up a lot of size in the paint. As Oakwood still in that zone, moving around, communicating. Sobrato's going to have to find some holes early with the shot clock at 3. I don't know if they see it. Corner pocket 3, the rainbow. It's long off the back iron, but in a zone, you're susceptible to rebounds, and there's a short corner jumper, and off the back iron, off the glass, and rolls right in. Peyton Wade with the great jumper. Sethi, left wing 3, off the back iron. Sobrato's going to try to push. That crossover to the left side, lost control. And we have a foul, our first foul by Sethi. So as we said before, both of these teams, it's their first game. It's basketball season. It's going to be sped up. Practices have been quite limited, of course, due to COVID and whatnot, as we have a substitution on the floor. Trevor Fausto checking in, and McKenzie checking out. So even with these limited practices so far, these teams, they don't look tired. They've been hitting shots, just eager to get out there. Left wing 3 is nothing but air, and that ball will be saved, but collected by Oakwood. And they try to force it to Sethi, and the ball is fumbling around and then finds the point guard in Facio. There's another left wing 3. I missed once, I'll try again off the back iron. And like we said, that zone is susceptible to rebounds, and the foul will be on the floor. Sethi has 2 personal fouls early, but the coach seems to not really mind that, as Tony Marquez is going to keep him in the game. And a great cut, and try to get the layup all backboard. Could have been a foul possibly, but no, Isgani was too strong. Oakwood is a very small high school, under 200 enrolled students. And one thing they love is that 100% of their students, they graduate. as that is definitely something to be proud of. Nguyen three, and it finds the bottom of the basket. And there's a foul. Try to get it up. It's going to be on the floor. So Ghani, he's been very aggressive in getting foul calls, and that could work, as the Bulldogs already have 3 fouls. Foul was charged to Andy Nguyen in substitutions for the Bulldogs. As Maghadami is inbounding the basketball, taking up a lot of space. Oh, had someone underneath that looked at the block, but could not find him. Looked like Lai was down low ready to score there, but Maghadami did not see him. Ball's inbound and shot clock fresh with 30 seconds. And that ball's overthrown. They're going to let it go. Yep, it's going to find the out-of-bounds line, and the ball will go to the Hawks. Game just getting going here in Morgan Hill. 6-4. The Hawks have banged in 2 3-pointers, and that is exactly why they have a 2-point lead as we're halfway through the first quarter. Sethi stripped, and they're going to call a jump ball. Great aggressive defense by the Bulldogs, and Drada getting his hands in there. It's nice to see not an empty gym. We see a lot of games played with empty gyms, just players, but here we see family members, parents. You know, that extra fire you need when you're playing is always wonderful. 3 by Nguyen. As it's gathered in, he tried to outlet it to a guard, but nobody was paying attention. Ghani wasn't, and out of bounds. You need to, as a point guard, you need to go up and get that basketball. He did his job to get the rebound, but nobody was there to collect it and run some offense. But it's an unfortunate turnover, and the ball belongs to the Hawks. Sethi, he has no regard. He's going to fire that ball. Great rebound attempt there by Shen, but it bounced off of him. As Maghadami with the zone, trying to find holes. You see back cuts and cuts. Ooh, almost a travel, we thought. Great rebound by Ghani, and that will be a travel. A couple turnovers early, and we are going to get a 30-second timeout by the Hawks. We'll take a short break as this broadcast is brought to you by Oakwood High School.
This broadcast of Oakwood School basketball is brought to you by Oakwood School. Learn all about us at oakwoodway.org. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills. Go to www.norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. Straight Sports. Custom uniforms. Go to straightsports.com for more.
Welcome back, everyone, at Oakwood High School. I'm Anthony Silva, as we have a JV basketball showdown between the Hawks and the Bulldogs. We just had a 30-second timeout by the Bulldogs. We had a couple threes early by the Hawks. Sethi already has 3 points. He banged in a 3, and then Nguyen, he also banged in a 3. And then for Sobrato, a couple 2-point baskets. And McKenzie was responsible for one of them, who was on the bench earlier, and he still is at the moment. And then we saw Peyton Wade score the first basket of the game. So it's been back and forth, but this game is still fresh. 3 minutes left in the first. And we are going to get rolling. The 5'10 junior, Nguyen, constructing the floor and controlling where everyone belongs. As we see both teams in kind of a zone defense, and it's working. Great pump fake by Nguyen, driving hard, and we are going to get a foul. The question is, was he shooting or was he on the ground? As Ghani, the sophomore, is guilty for the foul, and yet Nguyen's going to get 2 free throws. That is the first foul the Hawks have committed in this quarter, which is impressive. Defense is very important. You got to do it without fouling, as Nguyen misses the first free throw. Then we see Jack McKenzie, the freshman, checking back in. He was in a good rhythm early, and especially when he got that basket. Maybe they'll keep feeding him to win 1 for 2 at the line. He has 4 points. and is the leading scorer for the Hawks. See the defense is moving around, communicating. Both teams in zone now. We'll see how long that lasts. But they're taking up a lot of ground. And they try to save it. As we see Sethi pounding his way in, a little floater off the back iron, rebound. McKenzie getting busy. He's been on the floor and then got a great rebound. As we see, talking to the coach here, is Fazio. That's the thing. There is a soft spot in the zone, and it's the middle. You have to find it, though. Shot clock is at 9. Fazio 3. It got tipped by Nguyen. It's going to be a block. No. Definitely a block, but the Bulldogs try to save it. McKenzie, again, trying to hustle, but the ball will go to Oakwood as substitution on the floor for the Hawks. Aminzadeh will dribble the ball up the floor. Sethi, he's been aggressive offensively. It's just a matter of when he's going to get hot and get rolling. He hit a big-time 3 earlier, which got this offense moving along. That zone, that weak side's open. Rolling in and out was Nguyen's jumper, and the ball will stay here with the Hawks. And that's one thing that's exposed in zones is that weak side. If you can look, ball fakes, get defenders jumping, and if you can just find that weak spot in the middle or weak side, you'll find it. And you will score as a Sethi with a dangerous pass. It's stolen by Fazio, and he is fouled. Probably a good foul would have resulted in a layup. As first personal foul charge to Aminzadeh. As Oakwood, they are in a 1-3-1 zone defense. So they've mixed it up with 2-3, and now they've been stretching it out with a 1-3-1. And we have a foul again. Coach Marquez getting on his guard, his young guard for that matter, the freshman. Ahmedzadeh caught reaching again. Back-to-back fouls. He has 2 fouls coming off the bench. Ball will be taken up from the side. As Fazio will cross the timeline. And this 1-3-1, if you look, if you backdoor, you find that weak side. That short corner is your best friend because that's their only line of defense is the one side. Fazio, corner 3, nothing but nylon. So they find the weakness there, and now we're knotted up at 7. A great shot by Fazio. See Nguyen attacking the basket hard, tried to get a foul, but instead he had a turnover, and the ball will go back to the Bulldogs. So that's exactly what I mean. Fazio finding that corner, the three-pointer. Very nice to see when you attack that 1-3-1 zone. If you can get behind those 3 guards, the defense could be susceptible. To me, it's one of the best zone defenses, but that last pillar of defense, that one, is Fazio, another 3, and that one will be an air ball that belongs to the Hawks. So Fazio very aggressive for the Bulldogs, and then the other side, Nguyen and Sethi have been taking majority of the shots for the Hawks. 5 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock, and that 3-pointer short by Nguyen. Great rebound. The shot clock will be turned off. It is not off yet. Now it's turned off by the scores table as Fazio has 12 seconds to work with his team. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Fazio, right wing 3 is an air ball. And that will conclude the first quarter. We had a few threes from both teams early, but then the offense kind of dried out. Knotted up at 7 here at Oakwood High School. The second quarter getting ready to begin here at Oakwood High School. Both of these teams, it's their first games, trying to compete and get everything going. In terms of rosters for Oakwood, in terms of the junior varsity team, they have 3 freshmen and even a couple of juniors. So when you have players that are within your program, that's always a good sign. Then the other side, for the Bulldogs, they have 7 sophomores and 5 freshmen, and it's definitely difficult to integrate new players, especially during COVID. You have really limited practices, if any, for that matter. So conditioning could be an issue, but so far that could be a reason why these teams are in zone, to preserve their conditioning because of COVID. And that ball's deflected 2 times off Nguyen, and then fires out of bounds off a Bulldog, and the ball's going to belong to the Hawks as Zorio tried to save it. And that's always frustrating when it ricochets off. It throws your hand-eye coordination with the ball off, and a turnover. Sethi, catch and fire, no hesitation. It was long. Great rebound secured by Wade. And the Bulldogs, they're looking to push the basketball, and we have a check there. Yep, you got to watch the hands as Sethi charged for the foul. Do you see the referees having a discussion here? Let's see what exactly is going on. The Bulldogs have 6 fouls. They're almost in the bonus. They're trying to see the shot clock. That's the problem here. They're trying to figure out the proper time when the foul was called, but at the moment we do not have many answers. Okay, it's all settled. Shot clock reset due to the foul, and here we go. The zone is going to be a big thing. How can they attack it? There you go. Get it inside. Oh, you would have liked to see a quick move to the basket there, but unfortunately he did not. Ghani had that mismatch he wanted. He's playing big in the middle. You got to attack right when you get that basketball. Zorio tried to get it inside. Ghani rolls off too strong. Great rebound by Wade. That keeps it alive. Ghani elbow jumper off the front iron. Great rebound. And a great lead pass to Sethi, who off the backboard, but he was fouled. A great lead pass by Rajhans, and that pass led to the foul. What a great play. Sethi will take his first trip to the free throw line. The Bulldogs have been doing a great job playing defense without fouling. Only 2. Sethi's first free throw. And although Oakwood has been in a zone, so far they do have 6 fouls. So that's something to be careful for, because the Bulldogs can get in the bonus. 1 for 2 from the free throw line for Sethi, who has 4 points. Zorio. You see Ghani trying to play big. He's open there in that middle. They just got to find him. Strong baseline drive. It could have been a travel. It'll be a foul first.
Got to move your feet and take away the baseline. What do we tell you? Foot goes out of bounds, right? You don't know where to go. Good. And there's you in the corner right here.
First charge foul for Aman Rajhans, 5'11" freshman. As that foul will get him in the bonus. The Hawks now have 7 team fouls, as we see first trip at the free throw line for them. Jaden Adrada, sophomore. We have a substitution on the floor. McKenzie checking back in. And this is a 1-and-1, so we'll see if he can knock this down here. These free throws are crucial. And the 1-and-1 is short. As the zone has been very active. Corner 3. It is a rainbow 3 long. trying to fight underneath, but that ball is going to be out of bounds. Wade tried to corral it, but he could not. We have a substitution. Shen checking back in the game. With these types of games, you want to make sure you control the tempo for sure, because in a zone, if you push the basketball in transition and can't set up that zone, you get easy layups. It's just a matter of getting the rebound and pushing it up. Sethi getting it to Shen in the short corner. That bounce pass went right between his legs. Kind of like a routine ground ball that gets the best of you, and that's a turnover. So for the rest of the second quarter, the Bulldogs, they're in the bonus. So they can be very aggressive and get to that free throw line as Ghani. Both teams have been running their zone defenses all game thus far. Great pass underneath and a strong layup for the Bulldogs. What a great layup by Andrada. Attacking the basket hard and attacking Shen's chest. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if you attack the middle, someone's got to step up and stop the ball. But that was a strong drive. When you have a guard that's not afraid like Andrada, you'll get there. They usually have been getting it to Sethi on that left side. Nguyen, wide open three, and it rolls in and out again. That's the second three that has rolled in and out for him. Great rebound by Malias. The ball will go out of bounds, and it belongs to the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs' defense has been strong, but both teams are trying to get their offensive rhythm, but just they do not seem to have it under control offensively as of now. Both zones are working very well. Ghani's three is an air ball as Andrada tried to save it, but it was out of bounds. The junior Nguyen has shot a lot of threes. He hit a couple earlier. But yeah, it's tough when you get in and out on a couple. It can be frustrating, but he's shooting the ball good. Those fall. Those are good misses, as coaches would say, when you go in and out on three-pointers. Sethi all the way about NBA-style three-point line. Nguyen, we see that zone defense. Hard to get any rhythm offensively, but if they look underneath, they have their big men open. Sethi, catch and shoot three again is short. And here come the Bulldogs. Both teams playing great defense. Whatever team breaks out offensively, that may be your winner. Wade flashing middle. And a great bank shot by Andrada. He has been aggressive and pretty much the X factor offensively for this team, and exactly why they have an 11-8 lead. We'll be right back. 4:20 to go in the second quarter. The Bulldogs trying to separate.
Just click it.
Nguyen crossing the timeline here. 11-8, the Bulldogs have a three-point lead over the Hawks. Both teams have been in zone defenses for those just tuning in, and it's been a struggle for any rhythm of these teams to get in offensively. Shen, little one-handed floater shot, rolls off the right side of the iron. Fascio. The Bulldogs seem to have better rhythm when it comes to attacking the zone, and now the three-pointers are starting to fall as well. Magadami hitting the three-pointer. It's his first bucket of the game, and it's 14-8. Oakwood, I just would say, relax, move that ball. I know Nguyen attacking hard after they try to go for the steal, and he gets a strong layup. It's exactly what you do. Don't waste your time, put the ball over your head. Just go to the basket hard. Now we're seeing the offenses of both teams hopefully pick up. You see Coach Marquez saying get the ball and just do not let it get to the high post, as that's where Andrada has had a lot of success against the zone. Short corner now. Rajan's playing great defense, and Shin. Nope, not a foul. It's going to be a traveling violation and another turnover. Definitely say feed that high post. See, there it is. If Shen just play big and get that. Oh, and he could not get that one. Great defense by Andrada. Here come the Bulldogs. Corner three-pointer and a great pass and a great shot. Fasio finds Magadami, who hits another three-pointer for the Bulldogs. Magadami has 6 points, 2 3-pointers, both in this quarter, so he has been getting buckets. Sethi trying to respond straight on Trey, and now that cuts the deficit to 4. And you're going to see this offense pick up for the Hawks. They've been doing a good job trying to get a rhythm, and then there's another one. Andrada, that's been the weakness, is that middle of that zone, and Andrada has been really hurting them. Great skip pass. Oh, and that's going to be a travel. He picked up that pivot foot before he attacked the basket. We have a substitution on the floor. Shrihan Dash, the freshman point guard. You know, Magadami, I like him. He has a lot of poise as a guard. He just doesn't do too much. Oh, and then right when I say that, oof, wow. Sorry for jinxing you, buddy. He's been playing great basketball, but that's a turnover, and the ball will go to the Hawks. But he's just been really poised, and I have to applaud him for that as he's checking out there. But as a sophomore, to have poise like that, that's definitely a compliment. He hit a couple three-pointers. We saw him get busy in the second quarter. I'm sure Coach Chalk has something to tell him, but overall, I thought he's been, competing hard and playing pretty well. Sethi getting to that elbow, and it's short. Fasio pushing the ball to Andrada, and once again, what a great layup by Andrada. He has been the leading scorer of the game, and he has no plans of stopping. As we're just about a minute left in the first half. You got to be careful when you throw these passes. A Sethi 3, that one looks good. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way. Sometimes you can just tell when a shot looks pretty, and he knocks down the tray. Straight on 3 is short. Andrada with the rebound, going up strong, and another finish. I think he wanted a foul, and although he didn't get it, he is fearless when attacking the basket and has been responsible for the last 4 points for the Bulldogs. The shot clock should be turned off, but it's still rolling. Sethi 3, and he responds with another triple. The offenses of both these teams is picking up now. Trying to get to that high post. Great trap defense by the Hawks. 5 seconds. 3, Andrada trying to fight for it. He goes up again. Nope, air ball. And that ball will go out of bounds. There's 0.3 left on the clock. It stays here, so by rule, you can still have a catch and shoot, but it would just need to be a grasp. You have no time. Good cut, and nope, still in his hands. It was very close. Let's see what the officials rule. They're going to say no basket. No. Wow, a great cut, was wide open. But this has been a very entertaining game. First quarter was defense. Second quarter was offense. 23-19. Bulldogs have a 4-point lead over the Oakwood Hawks.
I wake up every morning and I'm really excited to come to school and learn new things.
Classes are challenging, but the faculty is always ready to help you with any problems you have.
All the teachers are really fun and cool, and they give such interesting and cool projects to do.
What makes Oakwood special is that we have a nice theater program.
Oakwood is full of so many talented people and so many supportive teachers that really try to build you up to be the best you can be.
I love Oakwood because of all of its fun activities like Spirit Week and the Freedom Festival.
We help them to be brave and to take chances, and we help them to be their true selves.
The growth and transformation of the school over the last 19 years has been incredible.
I don't think there's any other school I love more than this school.
Sky's the limit for them. They could do whatever they want, and we're here to support them.
My classmates are going to be the leaders of our generation.
I was involved in quite a few extracurriculars during my time at Oakwood. I was vice president of Model UN. I was part of the stock market club. I was involved with Interact for a few years at the beginning. I was on the yearbook committee for 3 semesters, and I played soccer and tennis for 3 years at Oakwood. So taking part in all of those extracurriculars was really fun for me. I don't think I would have had the opportunity to do that at any other school.
I think one of the most valuable things I found at Oakwood is just sort of like the ability to kind of explore and just be like kind of the agent of your own education. That sounds cliche, but basically just like if there's anything that you wanted to do or to learn about, like the whole community, like other students and teachers, they would just be really encouraging.
And the opportunities that Oakwood gives students that I couldn't find at any other school were really the advanced placement program. There were so many opportunities for me to expand my horizons and go into fields that I really wanted to explore and get that credit for college before I even started university.
And that's so formative in high school when you're thinking about your identity and who you are and what you want to do in the future. And I think a lot of schools don't take that into account.
I would say that one of the benefits of Oakwood is that it's a very resourceful school and campus. So one thing that the faculty does is they make sure that you are aware of all the resources that they have for you, whether it be for college, whether it be for clubs, or even like trying to plan what classes you want for the next year. They're really good about just making sure you are well informed.
Because Oakwood gave me so many opportunities to do so many things that I really felt like I did stand out compared to some other applicants who in other schools may have just focused on their academics or focused on a sport, where I kind of branched off and really learned what I cared about and really got to understand many different areas of learning.
I believe Oakwood made me the best well-rounded applicant I possibly could be. The combination of great academics offered at Oakwood, but also the ability to get involved with a wide variety of activities, clubs, sports, and service opportunities made me the best person I could going into the college application process.
The college preparation process is really thorough. They have all sorts of different resources out there for you.
My college counselor really helped encourage me. He was like, oh, I think that this place would be a great fit for you, and then you should definitely apply. So he really helped me. He encouraged me to sort of like put my heart, like put my all out into like the application, and I'm super grateful for that.
Oakwood is extremely integrated.
Our English teacher, not only would he help take in our essays and check them, our rough drafts for his class, but he would also take in our college application essays and check those for us.
I'm really thankful that in high school I had such great preparation that in college I succeeded so well. I finished undergrad in 3.5 years, so if that could speak for anything, it's more like a combination of how Oakwood prepared me and my drive and passion for education.
I think my favorite part of going to Oakwood was being able to build such close relationships with my teachers. I think that's really helped me coming into college, of not being afraid of my professors, but being able to rely on them as a support and an encouragement.
Being at Oakwood, it's really easy to just walk in and talk to any teacher. And I do the same thing here at UCI, to the point where in lecture now, professors will look at me for confirmation, like, is the class confused? Are they not? Am I confused? Because they recognize my face.
I wake up every morning and I'm really excited to come to school and learn new things.
Classes are challenging, but the faculty is always ready to help you with any problems you have.
All the teachers are really fun and cool, and they give such interesting and cool projects to do.
What makes Oakwood special is that we have a nice theater program.
Oakwood is full of so many talented people and so many supportive teachers that really try to build you up to be the best you can be.
I love Oakwood because of all of its fun activities like Spirit Week and the Freedom Festival.
We help them to be brave and to take chances, and we help them to be their true selves.
Second half getting ready to begin very shortly. The Bulldogs have a 4-point lead, 23-19. I want to thank everyone for joining us. I'm Anthony Silva here at Oakwood High School, and just some notes to pretty much cap off the first half. Our John Sethi is the leading scorer for really the game. 14 points. He's been shooting the 3-ball. Started off a little slow, but then got going late in the second quarter. And then Jaden Andrada, he's been doing it the old-fashioned way. Sorry, as the buzzer blows our ears off. All good. Jaden Andrada has 10 points. He's been doing it the old-fashioned way, driving to the basket, finishing hard. I was talking to Coach Marquez for the Oakwood Hawks, and he said, hey, we have to front the elbow and the high post. We can't let their guards just get the ball where they want, because it's one dribble and a layup, and he wants Sethi to front the post, and whoever the other opposite guard is also needs to do their job defensively. But other than that, he said, hey, we're grateful. We finally get to suit up and play some basketball. You can't go wrong with that, right? I mean, it is beautiful to see sports slowly and safely opening back up as the second half is underway momentarily, and here we go. Sobrato has made 3 3-pointers as Nguyen getting it off early offensively with the floater. And that's what they need, him to be aggressive in this second half. As he has 6 points, but Sobrato has made 3 3-pointers. So far this game is for Oakwood. They have made 5 3-pointers, so teams kind of getting it done in different ways. Sobrato's been pounding the ball inside and has over 15 points in the paint, and that is a traveling violation. No basket. McKenzie with a great try. He banked it in, but he took too many steps. As we see once again, Sobrato showing that zone that's been working quite effectively. And now they're in man-to-man. So they went from zone to man-to-man. Great tight defense. Sethi lost the basketball. Andrada not letting him get anywhere, but the ball will stay here. But it looked like they were showing zone, and then right when that first pass entered, they switched to man-to-man. A great way to throw a team off balance offensively and get them confused early, and that's what they did. They did a great job of it. Magadami checking into the game. Nguyen driving hard, and it was a double dribble. Everyone looks slightly confused. But nonetheless, it's a turnover. Let's see, in the first half, we saw Magadami. He was getting busy from corner 3. He was nailing those shots. Him and Fascio were working together, and he was finding them. And, well, first play right out of the gate, short on that 3-pointer. Nguyen fighting for it. We're going to get a jump ball. Both coaches appreciating the aggressiveness. The ball will stay here with the Bulldogs. And they are in a 2-3 zone, it looks like, the Hawks. As we have a push-off on Ghani. It's going to be his second foul of the game. And this is where we see which team's in better shape. It's hard when, during COVID, if you cannot really work with your team and get into the shape you want to be, it's going to be really difficult to get your legs under you in the second half. So these minutes are going to be crucial to which team can find the rhythm. The fastest is Ghani with another foul. They tried to enter it to Malias on the high post. Probably not the best foul. Now he has 3, and he had 1 starting the second half. As he's going to check out. Those 2 fouls did hurt him. You have to be smart in those situations. As Fasto checking in now, he commands the middle of that zone. They're trying to force it in there with Sethi, but it's a turnover. Magadami attacking the basket hard, and he is fouled and looks to be on the floor. Yep, they're going to take it out underneath. Once again, I love Magadami's, just his poise. And he just doesn't seem to be in a rush. When he attacks the basket, it's at his speed, and he gets checked out there. There we go. We see great ball movement and just a corner pocket 3. Short, but a great shot nonetheless. And a good rebound by Elias. See if the Hawks can get something going. We have another shot clock issue. It did not reset off that initial miss from the Bulldogs. And we'll have to once again wait till it's reset to probably about 35. Maybe they'll burn some seconds off. Yeah, to accommodate for them dribbling up the floor. So 32 seconds on the shot clock. Sethi, he did a little fake pass and tried to bank in the 3. We see a great rebound by Shen, but then it was stripped away from him. They were having a little difficulty corralling the basketball, but it rolled off Wade, and it stays here with the Hawks. Shen with great effort to get that rebound, and there's another possession. And we have a timeout by Marquez. It's going to be a 30-second one. And we'll see what he has to say. It's 23-21. Bulldogs still lead by 2. This broadcast is brought to you by Oakwood High School.
This broadcast of Oakwood School basketball is brought to you by Oakwood School. Learn all about us at oakwoodway.org. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills. Go to www.norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. Straight Sports. Custom uniforms. Go to straightsports.com for more.
So far early, it's been a combination of tough zone defense and turnovers. Teams are trying to get their legs under them, but as I said, conditioning could play a big factor. See, trying to get Sethi open on a three. He's going to fire, and it is short. And he'll roll out of bounds, and it's going to stay here as Wade tried to corral the rebound, but it tipped off his fingers. So inbound on the side. Shot clock reset at 35. If I'm Sethi, though, although he's been shooting the three ball, he's had his streaky moments, he can attack the basket and I think get to the free throw line. We're going to see he's rolling through the corner. No ends open, fires, and it is money. You see trying to, as Marquez said, the coach for the Hawks, do not get the ball in the high post. Great steal by Nguyen. Sethi lost the basketball, but he finds his teammate Malias, who's short on the layup. And we have a foul call. It's going to stay here with the Hawks. Malias missed the layup, but he grabbed it right back and then got fouled, so it'll stay here. Margadami back into the game, and Ghani will also check in for the Bulldogs. A lot more size on the floor, even more shooting. As the Hawks have a 1-point lead. They haven't had the lead since early in the first quarter, so it's nice to finally have it. Nguyen attacking the basket and an elbow jumper. What a tough shot. Defense was draped all over him, and he still managed to knock it down. Good defense by Shen Nguyen. Oh, trying to push it up the floor, and instead of pushing, he's going to get charged for the foul. And that's his second personal. He has 11 points. As Andy, he's been shooting the ball relatively well. He's going to check out here. But he has 11 points. And that's a big-time, person to fill. Who can fill those shoes offensively? Magadami's three off the backboard, and will have some fighting underneath. It's going to be a jump ball. Ball will go to the Hawks. But with Nguyen checking out, let's see what type of offense that the Hawks can get going here. As outside of Sethi, there really has not been much offensive production from the other players, so they're going to have to find some rhythm from these other players. Malias, maybe he can get going. His shot short as he pokes it out, but the ball will go to the Bulldogs. Story of this game is definitely going to see which team could stay in shape, which one's going to have the biggest win and get their body moving late in the game. And also, it's just a beauty to have basketball back. Of course, both of these teams want to win, but just being on the floor competing is always a big win. Sethi, three, short. And that's where I think now we're going to see shooters are going to be short, and maybe they attack the basket and get a mid-range shot instead of a three because their legs are tired. So just keep that in mind later in this game, which teams make the proper adjustments. Are they going to attack the basket or settle? Ghani with the back cut, try to get the basketball, but it's off of him, and the ball will go to the Bulldogs. Will stay underneath. Shot clock is at 16. Andrada, he's been quiet so far in the second half. Remember, he has 10 points and a three-pointer off the backboard. Sethi gets the rebound, but he's going to get poked and fouled. And the Bulldogs Still have some fouls to give, as we see for Oakwood. Limping up the floor is Rajan's. They're going to keep him on the floor, but yeah, he's limping. Putting more weight on that left leg, trying to baby that right foot. Maybe his ankle got caught up. Hard to say. We'll see. I'll keep you posted on that, but he's massaging his knee. Looks like he has a cramp. A great block by Wade, but it goes to Nguyen, and it looks like it's going to be a jump ball. Yes, it is. That ball will go to the Bulldogs. Once you get in that paint, you need to be decisive, because once you get in there, hands get grabbing. You know, refs don't see everything, so maybe there are some fouls that you miss. So you want to make sure once you get in the paint, you make a quick and smart decision, whether you're going to drop it off to your, taller player underneath. Jumper by Magadami is short. And there he is again, Andrada, getting busy. He had 10 points in the second half and now has 12 for the game. That's his first bucket in the second half. We have another shot clock issue, but that was the first bucket of the second half for the Bulldogs. And I say this all the time. Defense is big. Anytime you can get stops, it's huge. But your defense will crack if you don't have offense to support it. Elias in that corner. Sethi trying to do some moves and get by him, but we have a hand-checking foul. Couldn't stay in front of him. Sethi also limping as well. Under 3 minutes in the third quarter. It's a 1-point game. The Hawks have controlled the third quarter. And a bad pass. And I think right now we talk about it, and I've said it again, is that in this second half, you're going to see more fatigue. Teams haven't been practicing. They haven't been conditioning. It's tough. You may think, oh, man, I've been shooting. I've been working out. It'll be easy transition. But there's nothing like game experience. The game's faster, and it's going to take time for players to settle and get used to that speed. But we saw so far the Bulldogs only 2 points in the third quarter. They've been outscored, and there's going to be a carrying violation. Yes, Nguyen lost control of the basketball, and the Bulldogs have another opportunity. The Hawks have not taken full advantage of the Bulldogs' turnovers. As they're winning the third quarter, the Hawks for that matter, 7 points to 2. So the defense for the Hawks has been there. Andrada, that high post shot, that's been his best friend. But he corrals it, gets his own rebound, and then loses the basketball, and the ball will stay here with the Bulldogs. We have a timeout by Coach Chalk, and we'll see what the Bulldogs can draw up as the Hawks have a 26-25 lead. We were having some clock difficulties as before the timeout it was at 2 minutes 28 seconds, and then we saw over 30 seconds burn off, and apparently the officials have not said anything. I think they're going to keep the clock frozen as we have a violation on the Hawks. He stepped over the line before he inbounded it, and a turnover. The clock's still running now. I mean, I feel like everybody is confused. They're just not noticing it fully. But anyway, it's 27-26 and a corner three short. We see the intensity starting to pick up for this Bulldogs defense. Active hands and fighting, but Nguyen, he will get fouled and he'll be rewarded with 2 free throws. As Ghani is guilty as charged. He's been struggling to defend without fouling, at least in this game. He now has 4 fouls, so Coach Chalk's going to have to make a decision. Does he want to keep him in or save him for the fourth quarter? As Nguyen now 1 for 3 from the free throw line. He has 11 points. And the first trip, he did make the second free throw. He missed the first and made the second. And this one he misses. He's 1 for 4 from the line. We had a line violation. Stepped over before Nguyen released the ball. That was Shen. Splitting the zone in a great drive, but it hit the back iron and rolled out. Couple missed opportunities there, but strong rebounds and able to get that ball back up, but couldn't find the basket was Fausto and McKenzie. They both drove hard and got a good look, but it rolled in and out for them. As Sethi loves to catch and shoot right when he gets the ball from there. Nguyen wide open, Jay, short. Good rebound by Fausto, and here come the Bulldogs. As Sethi off his, looked to be off his leg. It's going to be a kickball. Will stay here. As the sophomore Lestina probably get the ball here momentarily, but they have 54 seconds to work with. Nguyen checking out again for Oakwood. The Hawks have been winning this quarter. They're winning at 7-4. However, both teams have been turning the ball over. So fatigue and some sloppiness getting to them, and that ball ricochets off of Magadami, who had an open three-pointer, but I think his eyes got big when he saw how open he was, and he did not collect the ball first. A little frustrating by the coaching staff, but that's all right. Get back at it, and that's what he's doing on defense. Catch and shoot 3, long. Good rebound by Lestino. He's trying to push it up. Magadami kind of stuck on that wing, and we have a timeout on the floor. Coach Chalk doesn't seem to be too happy, but he still has the lead, 27-26. We have a very entertaining game here in Oakwood. Welcome back, and for those who've been watching those promotional videos and commercials, I mean, Oakwood, it is a private school, K through 12, and 100% of their students, they graduate and go to college. That's definitely awesome, something to be proud of, and a strong finish down low for McKenzie, and he's been getting busy for the Bulldogs. I think they need to feed him more. I'm not sure they've used him enough in this game. He can probably get a lot of baskets if they just throw it to him down low, especially in that zone where there's some holes you can expose. Rajan skipping it back. And we have a push-off on Rajan. It's going to be an offensive foul. As the Hawks have 16 fouls, so the next foul will put the Bulldogs in the bonus. As we have 3 seconds and ticking. Strong drive, shoots it, and it's short. So that will conclude the third quarter. We are in for a very entertaining close to this game, 29-26. The Sobrato Bulldogs have a 3-point lead. Welcome back. We had a late foul call on the Hawks as they fouled Andrada, and he was rewarded with 3 free throws. He made 2 out of the 3, and that's why the score is 31-26. He was fouled from 3 at the buzzer. It was a late foul call. I'm not sure anyone saw it, but yeah, it was a foul. He hit him on the way up, and that foul resulted in 3 free throws by Andrada, and he made 2 out of the 3. Joe's just wondering why the score went from 29 to 31 for the Bulldogs. But the Bulldogs won that quarter 8 points to 6. It was a good 4-0 run by Oakwood, but then the offense really slowed down there, and now they have a 5-point deficit. Sethi long on the 3 off that back iron as it's corralled in, and here come the Bulldogs. As Ghani, he was a big-time use in the first half. They were using him inside. He was, collecting a lot of space and getting rebounds, but due to foul trouble, he's kind of exited this game, but they're going to use him even though he has 4 fouls. He just needs to be careful. As the official telling both teams to go to their benches, it's his time. Let's see what's going on. As the officials called time to tell both teams to keep their masks on. I know it falls a little bit when they're running, but they were saying keep that mask above that nose. And believe me, they know it's frustrating, but they just want everyone to be safe. And that was the call on the floor. That's why the official called a timeout and told both teams to go to their sidelines. The shot clock's at 10. And Shen with the steal. Let's see. No, yeah, he was out of bounds. It's going to be white ball. Yes, Shen had the ball. But then on the Bulldog side, we saw Zorio try to poke it out, but his foot was out of bounds anyway, so you can't touch the basketball when you're out of bounds. So the Hawks have the basketball down by 5. They could really use a bucket. Not a three-pointer. You don't need a 3, but you could use anything. Nguyen's wide open for 3, and he rolls it in. He has stepped up in the second half, and although he's missed some free throws, that's okay. You have to bounce back, and he has. Catch and shoot 3, and now we have a game again. McKenzie trying to play big on that high post. He's been flashing. They just haven't been able to find him. Jump shot, all backboard. Ghani and McKenzie teamed up for the rebound, but he said, hey, McKenzie, you get it, and he gets it in and scores. He has 6 points and has been very active on the boards today. And the officials stop play again. Another shot clock issue, and they've been having their issues over there. I think for everyone, just as it is, there's some rust on the players, there's rust at the scores table as well, and it's been noted in this game. Sethi and Nguyen, they've been working well together, but he's always been flashing up on that wing. He's driving hard. That ball was partially blocked, and it's going to stay here with the Hawks. Might see Sethi go through some type of screen as Shen tried to get in there. There's going to be a foul. Almost had the steal there. Andrada doesn't agree with the call, but he was caught hitting, reaching. He hasn't fouled much today. That's his first personal. And the Hawks and the Bulldogs, they have 7 fouls, and that will result in a 1-and-1. Shen will go to the free throw line. The Hawks have 14 fouls, the Bulldogs have 7, and Oakwood is in the bonus. This is the front end of the 1-and-1. And it's short. Raised off the rim, misses the front end. And free throws could really hurt you later on. When you think how many you missed, you say, man, we could have won this game if we made a couple free throws. Traveling violation on Ghani, and the ball will go back to the Hawks. A lot of turnovers from both teams, but the defense for the Hawks has been there. But it's just, can they get the offense to support it as they're still down by 4? But one thing to note, as I said, the Bulldogs have 17 fouls. So if Oakwood can just attack to the basket and get foul calls, they can get to the free throw line, and there's going to be a personal foul on Nguyen. He dived right over the top of Andrada. That's a pivotal turnover late in this game. Nguyen with 3 personal fouls. We'll see a substitution for Oakwood. And Nguyen will be checking out. As we see Shrihan Dash checking back into the game. Fazio will cross the timeline with under 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Strong drive by Ghani, all backboard. Andrada again, what do you know? He has been very active on the boards, and he's going to get rewarded with 2 free throws. He's 2 for 3 from the line. Remember, he got fouled from 3, and he's going to get 2 more here to try to extend their lead. With this quick season, you're going to see it fast. No practices. It's usually just going to be game after game every week. How many games, we're not sure yet, but you can only stay in your county. So teams are just going to play each other, and that free throw was an air ball. He misses both of them. And for the game, he's 2 for 5 from the line. But teams are going to have to stay in their county, so they'll probably play locally and just their own, and then whoever the champion is, I'm sure, has a great steal, and right to Andrada with the layup. A great steal by Peyton Wade and a pass to Andrada, who gets the big layup, and the Bulldogs extend their lead to 6 with 5:39 left in the fourth quarter. You are watching Oakwood Hawks basketball. Still a lot of time in this game. 35-29. Sobrato with that commanding 6-point lead. And you may think 6 points, it's not a lot of points, but both teams are struggling to get some offensive rhythm. So every basket you can get, it's a gift, because right now it's difficult to get points. Both teams are playing good defense. And then we have a big turnover. Dash could not corral the basketball, and they're going to get Landis Shen back into the game. He'll replace Dash. But the real question is, one of their leading scorers, Andy Nguyen, when is he going to get back into the game? As he has 14 points, but they're patiently waiting, as he does have 3 fouls as well. So maybe you want to wait and make sure he's all right. There's Ghani, and that's going to be an air ball. Trying to save it, and it's still alive. The shot clock did reset. I'm not sure it should have because it didn't hit the rim, but we're going to continue to play. There's a 3 off the front iron. Try to save it again. Andrada has been everywhere in this game. Even when he doesn't score, he's been getting rebounds, throwing the ball, saving the basketball. But you see the Bulldogs, they're pressing. I mean, and I really don't blame them. It's been a defensive battle right now, and teams can't score. And that pass is overthrown by Sethi in a crucial turnover where Nguyen may want to be looked at here. I may want to check him back into the game because you need as much scoring as you can get, and you got to try to break the press as quick as you can. Wade rolling. Andrada short on the jumper, and they're going to push it up to Sethi, and he's going to push and attack hard there, and it is a foul on the body. He's going to be shooting 2 free throws. Remember, they are in the bonus, so if you can just continue to attack, and any foul that you get, you're going to get rewarded with free throws. That's his first points of the second half. So he has 15 for the game. And they are pivotal. As we're getting to that time now where free throws mean that much more. And that did not hit any iron. The ball will go to the Bulldogs. 15 points for Sethi. He's been streaky. He's had times where he's hot and he can't miss, and then he's had times where it's difficult. But if he can just get engaged on defense, like there we go, in a stance, kind of a shot, but then realized, oh, I need to pass it. It found Ghani's hands, and he just goes right over the top and gets the layup. Sethi trying to dribble through, and we have a push, and the foul's called to Andrada. Andrada wasn't happy with the call, but when they beat you as a defender, you want to try to angle yourself to get in front of them and then cut them off. If you bump with them, they're going to call that all day. We have 1 and 1. Here's the front end of it, and he knocks it down. So he gets one more, and everyone seemed to forget it. They were going back, but we're back, come back. So he's 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He has 16 points, and here's the back end of that 1 and 1. The next foul for the Bulldogs will put the Hawks in the double bonus, and they'll have 2 free throws as he knocks down a pair. 37-32, just about 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That ball's deflected and will stay with Sobrato. Ghani driving strong, and he has a lot of size, and that's going to be a traveling violation by McKenzie. And those turnovers add up, but the thing is, can you make them pay when they turn it over? As we see Magadami checking into the game for McKenzie. 7 second-half turnovers so far for the Bulldogs. And we have a violation again, stepping over the line when you inbound the basketball, and the ball will go to the Bulldogs yet again. So both teams are in the bonus for the rest of the game. The next foul should put the Hawks in the double bonus. Magadami 3, and he finally found his rhythm. First half, he was feeling good. Second half, he kind of lost his touch, but then he's gotten back. He has 9 points. And here they come again, a steal by Ghani, and he's going to get the layup, and the lead is now 10 with under 4 minutes to go. Ghani now has 4 points. He does have 4 fouls, but when he's not fouling and playing good defense, he's hard to stop. Another turnover, and the Hawks seem to be struggling a little to get it over. The press has been working well for the Bulldogs. Ghani again, off the back iron, great rebound. Sethi coming to get it, and he's going to push the ball. Knows they don't have a lot of time. 3 defenders are on him. And there's going to be another foul, and that's going to be 2 free throws. They're in the double bonus, but it's just a matter of knocking them down. The good part is you're in the double bonus, the clock's going to stop, and you can dig into this deficit. As he's shooting 2, he's 3 for 5 from the free throw line today, and he hits the first. Sethi has 3 points in the second half, all from the free throw line. So it's very crucial you knock these down with just above 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. And that one's off the back iron. They're looking to push the ball. Andrada, good split on the defense, and he's fouled. It looks to be on the ground, but he's still going to get those free throws. The official said he was in the act of shooting. They're going to give him 2 free throws. I think that's rather generous, but either way, it would have been 1 and 1, but instead he's getting 2. So a chance to maybe close this game from the free throw line, as of now, it's only a 9-point lead. Knocks down the first. Andrada has 17 points. 3 for 6 from the line, and now 3 for 7, but he has been a force on offense. A great pass underneath to Wade, who gets the easy layup. And the press is just really giving the Hawks a hard time, and they're just really getting what they want. The Bulldogs moving the ball and play. There's a fadeaway by Andrada off the back iron, and he stays with it. Great tip. Little baby corner jumper is knocked down. Lastina, the sophomore, nothing but net, and he kept that possession alive by tipping the ball and getting back over, and that ball's out of bounds. It just completely flipped. The defensive intensity for the Bulldogs has gone up just in a tremendous amount, and that is exactly why they have a 14-point lead, 47-33 Bulldogs looking to close it out. Heard Coach Marquez says get it inside. And yeah, I mean, it's always great to play inside out. You can get a lot of outside three-pointers, but the pressure of Sobrato, the Bulldogs, has just picked up a high level. They've been getting into it on defense, and the defense has equaled great offense. Sometimes people try to get the offense going and have that dictate their defense, but the Bulldogs, it's defense first in this second half, and they have really gotten into it. And the Hawks have struggled on offense ever since. Wade. Shot clock is at 10. Wade, three-pointer, and it bangs right in. That three-pointer might be the dagger as he's been busy. Nine points for Wade in this game. He's been active, getting a lot of rebounds. And we're going to have a blocking foul, and that's going to be 2 free throws. So Rajans is going to get 2 free throws, has a chance to get his first points of the game, and there's that catch and shoot by Wade. Look at the rainbow, and it finds the bottom of the basket. First free throw attempts today for Rajans. And it's off the glass, but counts the same as he gets his first point of the game. Well, the moral of this game has been defense. As we saw the Bulldogs get it going, that ball is all backboard. A violation will go to the Bulldogs, but the defense has picked up. It all started really with the press. It kind of woke up their team and got them engaged on defense, and those turnovers resulted into easy buckets, which is why they have a commanding 16-point lead. And they look like they're going to close this game out and start the season off 1-0. Shot clock's at 9. Magadami dribbling around. That skip pass, 3, rolls right off the front iron and in, and a little fist pump for Fasto, and he gets his first basket of the season. His first shot is a nailed three-pointer. There's a 3, and it's an air ball. It was definitely nice to see basketball back. First game of the season for both of these teams. They were competing at a high level, going back and forth. But then the second half, the Bulldogs were just too much for the Hawks. As it looks like they're going to get their first win of the season. Great block by Shen, and then a corner jumper is long. Great rebound. Here comes Dash, dashing up the floor with 7 seconds left. Dash for 3, and it's an air ball. And that will conclude the game. And the Bulldogs win at a final score of 53-34. As we said, it's great to have both teams here competing. Limited practices, have to play with a mask. We'll see if we have a post-game interview from a particular player. We're not sure, but I'll keep you posted if we do. But a commanding win for the Bulldogs to start off their season. They go to 1-0, and the Hawks will fall to 0-1. But they give the peace signal, hey, can't shake hands, so they just, give the air high fives and everything. But it is great to see basketball back at the high school level in California. As we will conclude this broadcast, as it is brought to you by Oakwood School.
This broadcast of Oakwood School basketball is brought to you by Oakwood School. Learn all about us at oakwoodway.org. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills. Go to www.norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. Straight Sports. Custom uniforms. Go to straightsports.com for more.
Final score, 53-34. The Sobrato Bulldogs get their first win of the season. The Hawks fall to 0-1. Like we said before, it's going to be a sped-up season. The leading scorers, Jaden Andrada had 17 points, and Arjan Sethi also had 17 points apiece. They are knotted up as the leading scorers for the game. But with our great crew, Anthony Silva saying so long from the gym of Oakwood, as we'll get ready for the varsity game soon, and we hope you have a great evening.